All right, everyone. So I know it's been a minute. My bad. It's because I'm busy. That's it. Um, Look, there's no need to really introduce our next guest. He's basically part of the show, anyways. It is Tony. It is Tony.
What up, people?
Okay, so dude, I need to figure out a way to work in because last night when I did the GHG, yeah, I need to figure out a way to work that into the show. I'll probably do it at the end. I don't know how yet, but I know, dude. Like I know Ashley's gonna be so mad at me when I do that because I do it really loud. It's like, God damn it.
What the
Uh,
yeah? Yeah.
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 She said no. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Got in time. Was around. I was out running the streets for a while, but now I'm back.
You know what's funny? Before I get into our topic, this you'll understand this because like your level of customizing is like holy shit level, right? Like I've shown friends your pictures and they're like, what? I'm like, no, this is customized. Like what? No, like yeah, that's a customized. That's not Hasbro. But I find I don't know if you do this. I find there's great satisfaction in watching restoration videos.
I love that.
Oh, aren't they so good?
I love that.
Oh,
I just recently watching like a guy in the woods. I'm making a survival underground, and it's on top. You won't see nothing but a stump, and he's like building it underground. He's got his little dog. He's cooking some food, but he's going through the motions of making the bed, digging the hole, doing all that. Or then there's a guy with model cars, and all he's doing is restoring them and painting them and taking the paint off, and they dip them in this stuff and they vibrate it with electricity, and all this shit
yeah.
comes out. I'm like, what? Yeah,
No,
those are awesome.
I love them. Like I was watching one there. They restored like old. It was World War II British like boots.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, it's beautiful, right? Uh,
Well,
no, I'm like I didn't realize there was so much metal on the bottom of the British boots. Okay, okay. Um, I've got I but it's also my to my detriment as someone with ADHD. Going, if I had a garage, I could get a power sander. I could get like a giant aquarium tape tank. And then I'm like, wait, hold on, you're not gonna do any of that shit,
it's a lot of stuff, dude. It's a lot of
no,
stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, I
dude.
still have to get together with my own self and just get start doing. This is how I Dremel. This is how I paint. A
I
real
want that so
customizing.
badly.
Yeah, I've got to get that done. It just I'm not used to it. I'm so used to getting in my zone and like, I won't set the camera up. Just put it up and hit record and voice over on the top of it. That's the simplest thing to do, and I still need to do that.
So I need you to do that because there's another YouTuber, Tori Poloi,
Yep.
wonderful. Yeah, and watching him because that's what he does. He puts the camera on top, and then watching him fix old Motu figures is how I fixed my Motu figures.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that guy. Okay, okay. So if
Yep.
someone, Tony, would show me how to fix my McFarlane,
All
Tony,
right.
I would, yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's really relaxing. Oh, watching them restore posters, old movie posters. Oh,
Oh yeah, I saw that where they spray it with some stuff.
yes,
They get all the folds out. They put the cellophane or whatever that plastic on top. Let it sit and like, dude, I have like a Alex Ross poster. I need to do that too.
oh my god, dude. I watched one. I got on a really good bit where I was just like watching like restoration after restoration, and watching them restore old like 30s and 40s like toy trucks.
Yeah.
He's like, let's see if there's any lead paint. There is none. Good.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, that's right. They didn't give a shit about people.
No, and the models. Oh god, I get stuck watching those damn. Uh, they're restoring or they're fixing the horseshoes on a
Mm,
horse. I watch
why is
those
that so relaxing? It's like the scraping off. I'm like,
the hoof and the frog and the all that. I know all the terminology now. Well, my uncles own horses and they have barriers that come do that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow. And the horse is just like,
Yeah.
they don't feel. It's like a fingernail, unless you cut down too much, and then
Yeah.
they don't
Well,
feel it. It's cool. Yeah.
it's hilarious because like Ashley will go on binges where like she watched all 9 seasons of Forged in Fire.
Yeah.
So she was like, they're gonna make a Damascus blade. Here's how they're gonna do it. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, no, hold on, no, too much. That's gonna mess up. It's gonna be a crack. Watch. Your blade has a crack. Shit, I told you. We'll be watching Dr. Pimple Popper. That's a lipoma. I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, no, look at it. Look at the feel. It's a lipoma. Goes to the doctor. They're like, it's a lipoma. I'm like, how? How?
At YouTube University shows
Oh,
you everything.
dude.
I've learned so much from YouTube.
Oh man, it's great. No, I'm not gonna do it because I don't need to do it with this. But watching, I forget the YouTube channel. He restored a Millennium Falcon from yellow to like
from it being yellow. I saw that one.
Oh yeah, I'm like, oh shit. But
Mark watched that one. He has one.
Toy Polloy, and I have it on one of my computers. I reached out to him. I do want to have him on either Talking to Mood or on here, just talk to him about restoration, stuff like that. I'll probably bring you and K John for that one.
Yeah.
But I told him I have my Eternia. I still have Eternia. And he goes, do you still have your stickers? I go, no. Do you have them, on your site? And he goes, no, they're too big. But I will tell you what, because it's a big file, apparently. Mm-hmm. He'll tell you what, do you need them? I'm like, yeah, I have to restore my Eternia. Send me all the stickers for Eternia in PDF form. I just give them to Ashley and have her print them up.
Yes.
But I'm like, holy, like.
She'll be all over that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, here. I'm like, honey, I know you're busy with work. Print up toy stickers for me, please. Thank you. She's like, how many sheets? 15. She's like,
I need all the DC emblems, chest emblems. Yeah, hook it up.
Well, it's like when she was getting yours done, she like, these are very tiny, like very tiny. How? I'm like, thumb? She goes, you can't. She goes, give me your thumb. I'm like, what? She pulled out her ruler. She's like, I need dimensions. I need actual dimensions for Tony's stickers. I'm like, okay.
Just for a 7-inch, or no? I put them on the chairs.
Put them on the chairs, yeah.
Around that table, yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing I want. If I ever get a house, get a garage, 3D printer. Because I see what like Spec does. I'm like, damn it. I could save a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
A lot of money.
Some shit up.
Huh?
Print me some shit up. Hell yeah.
I mean, honestly, screw it. Okay. The show for tonight is not just restoration. That was a lot of fun. Is our favorite runs, miniseries runs. Like I've got some great runs. Tony has some great runs. Let's get into Tony's first miniseries, and this is a good one. I forgot about it.
I wish you would have saved. I wish you would have saved this for last, but okay.
Well, I'm putting them in the order that you sent them to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just said boom. All right. Woo! Secret War.
Great run.
Yeah. Oh my God. Take it away.
I mean, look, Brian Michael Bendis, and he hasn't. I don't think he's been. I think he's been working on TV stuff right now, but
yeah.
2000s, like if there was a big book, Bendis was on it. Actually, I found out some cool stuff at San Diego. So it was Brian Michael Bendis and Dan Slott were, and Dan Slott, Spider-Man,
She-Hulk,
right? She-Hulk, exactly. Yeah. He is a huge Doctor Who fan, and he kept asking Marvel, "Can I do a Doctor Who?" And they're like, "No, you can't do this." If you remember, DC poached Bendis away from Marvel to DC, and that's when he did those runs. Slott goes, "Hey, just so you know, Marvel," and they're like, "We will give you whatever caveat you want. Don't leave us." You can do Doctor Who now, but yeah. JJ's right here. Bendis was untouchable back in the day, dude. Secret Wars.
Oh,
He had Ultimate Spider-Man, New Avengers,
New
Daredevil,
Avengers.
X-Men. I mean, he had some great, and you could always tell it was Bendis by the writing. It was quirky. It was fun.
Yeah.
He really knew Spider-Man. He was definitely a dude from Queens, but like the artwork for this, like Gabriel Del Auto, was so good. I know I should have put this on its own, but when Wolverine goes batshit crazy on the Fury
LMD.
Oh,
And he knew it was an LMD too.
yeah.
I'm gonna tear this one up. It's just, well, if you want to get the meat and potatoes of why I picked this one, I mean, when I'm a big everyone should know now that I'm a big Marvel Knights fan of the urban, gritty, heroes that are grounded in the city, and they run the city streets. And when they got this one together, I'm like, with Gabriel Del Auto, it was awesome. And I was like, okay, I'm collecting this. And right from the first one, they open it with, I mean, first off, Nick Fury is like, it's like mundane, everyday thing until he hears about Luke Cage. I mean, I'm gonna do some spoilers because this.
Spoilers.
When did this come out?
Yeah, this was almost like 20 years ago. You didn't read this yet. It's your own fault.
Yeah, so this came out, and I'm like, it automatically drew me because this is when Luke Cage had some hair. They gave him some hair. He wasn't bald yet, with all crazy, but he was with Jessica Jones.
Yep.
It was Bendis and Del Auto's own version.
Yeah.
And back, he heard that he was hurt and he was in the hospital, so he goes and looks and finds out what happened. Iron Fist is there, Jessica's there, and they find out how he was hurt, and Jessica's like, "What do you know about this? What do you mean you knew this would happen?" or something like that. Oh, some crazy shit happened. So what happened in here was, if I remember right, he goes and gets gets information from his cabal of the Shield agent stuff, Shield stuff. He finds out that, okay, these electronically and all the mech and all the tech-based villains, he finds out that, okay, they have this equipment. It's so expensive, and the Tinkerer is helping them. And what their scores, and they're like the Scorpion and the Wizard and all those tech-based villains, well, they're robbing banks, they're sticking up armored cars, they're doing this. Their crimes aren't fitting what they're outfitted with. They're like, it costs so much money for your gear, and what you're stealing doesn't match up to that. So what's going on? So he finds out the Tinkerer's behind it. Okay, well, he's fixing them? Who's financing this? At the time, Dr. Doom wasn't in power in Latveria. It was Lucia von Bardas, who was related to him or one of his subordinates or something. So she was, remember? And she was financing the Tinkerer and these villains to do this. Well, he finds out that. I'm like, well, if this monarch from another country is financing these villains to do this stuff, that's terrorism.
Yeah.
That's direct terrorism. So he goes to the bigwigs of S.H.I.E.L.D., and all the political crap comes on like you would think they would. They were in bed with her for something else, or we're cool with Latveria. We'll deal with it diplomatically. Like, what? This ain't right. This is terrorism, and they're not doing anything about it. So he goes and recruits Spider-Man, Captain America, of course, Luke Cage, Black Widow, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Daredevil.
Yep.
I might have said one of those twice.
You did Spidey twice, but it's fine.
Yeah, but and then the introduction of Quake is in there. He trains her, so he gets them all together to go overthrow the government over there or kick some ass because this is crazy, right? So they do that and they kill it together. Well, what he did is he wiped their memories, and they find out he wiped their memories. Now they have no protection. They know, I mean, she's going to get revenge. And she eventually does with those villains. And they come back for their pound of flesh, and they're unprepared. you know. And the only one he didn't do that to was Cap. And Cap is like, you son of a bitch, you didn't protect these guys. They worked for you, they kicked ass for you. And he's at odds with Nick, and it's this whole big thing. And
because
then it gets
because
to
at the end,
Wolverine, and
remember, because the villains do come, the Fantastic Four comes to their aid, and the X-Men
Fantastic Four comes.
and because the X-Men come because Wolverine got attacked
Yeah.
at the mansion, so the X-Men's like, wait, what happened here?
Yeah, it gets huge. And at the time they're all going to see what's going on with Luke, who's in the hospital. They're like, how does he get hurt? You know, and it's hard to fix him because you got to go inside and fix, because he's bulletproof and all this shit. It's hard to help him.
Yeah.
So when they all get together and they all start talking amongst themselves, and they're like, I don't know if they're having dreams or they're like,
they were having dreams, because like when I was doing the finding the pictures for you, like Spider-Man comes to Matt's apartment after getting attacked and goes, "Hey, I'm having memories of things I don't remember happening."
Yeah, and him too.
And Matt's like, "Yeah, same."
Yep. And then so they attack them, and then they're like, all these villains are coming after him, and Daredevil says, Captain, if you got somebody you can call, you need to call him now. He gets on the phone, Fantastic Four comes in, and that's when Fantastic Four gets grim. They get gritty too. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy, you know. So it was just right up my alley, and what they do, and then he trains Quake to be so what do you call it? So pinpoint accurate with her earthquake abilities. She can point at you in your heart and make it. She did that to Wolverine to calm him down. She know he would heal, you know?
Yeah.
So she blew his heart up, and if she can do that, just think what Invisible Woman can do. So I'm just saying.
Oh no, dude, no. Well, Invisible Woman, Sue Storm never gets the credit she deserves.
She doesn't. Holy shit!
Now she's finally getting it, you know. But yeah, yeah. No, this was a great run. For me, it was the covers. It was like
covers were amazing.
The covers were amazing. They had that Secret Files like extra little one shot. What I find interesting about this book too is that I think back then Marvel wasn't really afraid to take chances,
right?
And so when Fury does go to the higher ups and they're like, "Oh, we'll work on this diplomatically," well, I mean, look at the 2000s in America. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna attack," you know. Well, this country actually did attack us, but we get our oil from there, so we're gonna leave them alone. It's like, but that actually was it, right? Like
that was it. That was kind of like, what was it? Sure. And then like, we're not gonna mess with them. I said, well, we need to take it upon ourselves to do this. And then he did it, and then the repercussions of it were crazy. And then it's
you see that you see that right now with G.I. Joe and the Skybound, and the fact that I think it's Hawk that's in charge of the G.I. Joe team, right?
Yeah, Hawk's the general.
Yeah, Hawk, you know, and he's getting his weapons from Mars, and Mars is like, all right, there's Joe's, here's your weapons, here's Cobra's weapons, and it's like, we're just, and then Destro's just like, money, great, let's do this.
I'll sell to both, yeah.
This was a great pick, and once again, I just want to, again show like
the artwork is insane. Every cover was great. Gabriel Del Otto with his cover and his renditions of most of my favorite heroes. It was incredible. His take. It's just that only thing I had, if I had any problem with the writing, with Bendis's writing, is some of the characterization was a little off. You had Captain America, like the scolding teacher on the airplane, scolding because Wolverine was drunk, and he was like, went up to Peter, and he was like, I know you. I never seen you in civvies before. And Peter's like, shh, don't say nothing. I mean, you're among friends, but he got all upset, and he was trying to flirt with the stewardess and everything, and Cap got upset and scolded him like, don't you know who he is? I mean, you guys know each other. The interaction with them was a little weird, but with Daredevil and Spider-Man, it was on point. And Luke was just kind of like being by himself.
Yeah. I mean, Bendis, and I didn't put this on my run. I might put this on part 2, but Bendis's run on Daredevil got me back into Daredevil because it was so good. And again, like I always say, like Daredevil is best when he is, you know, a kind of a fuckboy, but also like that Catholic guilt always just works great with him.
Yep.
Um, this okay. If you have not read this book, and Tony, I think you would love it. It's Matt. Oh, let me see here. Where is it?
Fraction.
Matt Fractions. Let's see here. Why isn't it? Why is it? Oh, remove. There we
Oh,
go. His Hawkeye run.
yeah.
The entire series. I've got the entire series and I've got the omnibus, right? Because it's such a damn good book.
Yeah.
Um, this book, Matt Fraction and David Aja, it's either Aja or Aja, um, really made you like fall in love with Hawkeye and the fact that he pulled no punches. He knew who he was. He goes, I'm a guy who's on a team with a living legend, a
Gods.
billionaire, a god, and I have a weapon from the Paleolithic era. Right? He's like, I know what I'm about, right?
And he can't miss. And he can't miss.
He can't miss. The great thing, let's see here, maybe. But it was like so they did cool shit like this. Like he like when his hearing aid goes out, the whole episode is sign language. You know what's happening because you know context can, but he can't hear, so the whole issue
Insane.
is sign language.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's one issue when he gets you know, Pizza the dog from the mafia, from the you know the mob bros. Um, the whole issue is from the dog's point of view, and it's just a side scrolling of the dog trying to figure out where Clint is.
That's dope.
Finally, yeah, but it's great. It's like an actual like oh these actually are meaningful people.
Yeah.
Shit, Kate Bishop is great in it. There's a really great issue where like he's with Iron Man and Iron Man comes over and like he's got like a DVR player or a DVR and like a CD player and Iron Man's like you do realize that you can just like buy stuff. Like I will just he goes, aren't you supposed to be a genius? He goes, look at the wires, Clint. Look at the wires. Can I just buy you new stuff? I have money, I will just buy you stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the great thing is, and what you learn is that Clint is a millionaire because he gets Avengers money
Yeah.
and he lived at the mansion rent free. So for like 15 years, he didn't pay rent and he got Avengers money. So
He
he
doesn't do
finally,
anything with it.
so he just yeah, he bought off the mob. He bought the building he lived in. Like you know, it's one of those things where it's like he's like, I've got money. Oh yeah, I can probably do this. Okay, yeah. And like Matt Fraction is right now one of my favorite writers. His run on Batman is it just started and it's like from the get go, great, right? That could easily when it's done be on my list of runs. But it's just really a well done story that went. I think it was 26 issues.
Yeah. Damn.
And then they ended it. He's like, I'm done. And Marvel's like, all right, we'll just reboot it with Kate Bishop. And he's like, all right, that's fine. But totally worth it. All right.
Yeah.
Your next pick was on my top miniseries. It was Identity Crisis.
Oof.
A very, very polarizing book. But I thought but I love Rags Morales' artwork. His emotions are amazing.
Badass. Yeah.
The covers by Michael Turner. I mean, fantastic. I actually have.
Yeah.
I've got that number one it's the black and white signed by Turner and Rags Morales.
Mm-hmm.
I just need Meltzer on it. Damn you, Brad, for not doing content anymore. Why is this on your wax poetry on this, my friend?
Oh my God. With Identity Crisis, I'm like, okay. I don't know how I got to hear about it, but I was getting in back into DC because of the artwork.
Yeah.
Rags Morales and Phil Jimenez and George Perez, of course.
Yeah.
all them. Michael Turner was doing the damn covers. The covers bring you to it.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the hell is this? This is some inner turmoil, not necessarily bad guys. Bad guys are involved, but this is the team having problems with itself. Is like,
Mhm.
what's crazy is instead of some big bad crazy thing from space they're fighting or whatever, it's Dr. Light, and he gets into the satellite, and then there's the Adam's wife. Was it
It was
not Jean Loring?
Jane
It
Loring.
was I thought Jean Loring was the killer, or
She
she
was.
was okay.
Oh, no,
So
no, no,
elongated man's wife. I can't
no.
remember her name.
Sue Dibney.
Sue. Yeah. So Sue Dibney's up there, and she gets raped by
Yeah,
Dr. Light. I'm like, oh shit, this is freaking horrible, insane,
very dark.
disgusting, and very dark. And the league come in and after, and they just are beating his ass, and they just, I mean, it's crazy. And then they're like, let's make a change to this son of a bitch right now. And they just took a vote, and we're gonna wipe his mind, and we're gonna turn him into something else. And that's why he became a Teen Titans villain that was kind of a joke
Yeah.
when he was really a badass and he was really evil. And it's like, oh my god. And then it's just insane on how it had to get dealt with. Like, okay, while they were doing it, Batman came in and
Mhm.
they got Zatanna to mind wipe Bruce too.
But the great thing about, well, the great moment in that, in that few panels, um, was the voting,
Yeah,
because Hal and Carter went at it,
yeah.
because again, back to Rag's artwork, uh, there's real like anger between the two of them.
Was it them two, or was it Oliver and Hawkman? Or
Oh,
were
yeah,
they
it
both?
was Oliver. It
It
was
was
Oliver.
Oliver.
It was
Yeah.
Oliver. That's right. Oliver and Carter went at it.
And Zatanna was like, "What do you want me to do?" Because she's a woman. I was like, "I will wipe this bastard off the face of the planet right now."
Well,
Because
and remember, the deciding vote was Barry.
yeah, Barry was like, I have Iris. If this happened to Iris, what would I want to do? So they all said, let's do it. Batman
But
came in, they did it to
do you remember?
him.
Do you remember the line that pushed Barry to vote yes?
Was
Because
it about Iris,
it
or
was Dr. Light goes, "Hey, Flash,
I'm gonna find
I see you have a little like your
a
glove goes up a
bump in
little
your
bit.
glove?
You've got
What do
someone,
you
don't you?
got?
I'll find her." And Barry's like, I'm with Carter. I'm sorry." Like, oh, and then Batman
Wipe
comes
it.
in.
And then Carter said Zatanna do it. Mind wiped him, turned it almost lobotomized him because
Yeah.
it changed his personality. It changed. That was like, whoa, they're really doing this. Part of me was like, they're playing God with
Yep.
Zatanna's powers and doing this, but the guy just raped your teammate's wife, and he's saying he's going to do it. He'll find out who you are and find out your loved ones and do the same. I'm like,
Yeah.
you need to be
Yeah,
you need to be
you
killed right
understand.
now.
You understand it, right? The great thing, and I don't know which run it happened, but because remember, for a while, Batman did not trust Zatanna once he found out.
Yep.
But Zatanna and him sat down, and she was like, "I had to," and he's like, and like, again, it's always, the characters are best when people who are writing them understand who they are. Batman takes a step back and goes, "I understand it. I really do. Like, he's not a monster. He understands it."
Yeah.
But also, yeah, keep going. But there's a lot of great things in this, like the whole, like,
Oh, all the moral stuff that goes with it. It's like, and then they're trying to keep it hush, and then it's even Batman's kind of like remembering stuff.
like, wait a minute,
Yeah. He's like, but it didn't come out yet. And they're all just trying to like well, they're fighting him again, and then he gets Deathstroke to help.
Yep.
And Deathstroke's just kicking their ass, one by one, and after that's happening in front of Dr. Light's memories come back.
Yep.
It's like, you did this to me. What hey, you raped Sue Dibney, and then out of the course of that, there's a person who's really close with the Atom, And well, they think it's happening again because the Adams wife, Jean, or was it
Ex-wife.
Jean?
His
Yeah,
ex-wife.
the ex-wife.
Yeah.
Something happens to her, and they found her almost hanged. It's like
Yep.
something's going on because now our wives or our significant others are
Oh.
getting committed to.
So what kickstarted it off though was the fact that Sue Dibney was found murdered and burned.
She was found murdered and burned. That's because someone wanted to hide their steps. Actually,
Exactly. So again, spoilers. But I think this was the run, right? This was a series where I also like really learned for the first time just how much everyone trusts Mr. Terrific. Because you remember, Batman goes, "I'm too close. You have to do the autopsy."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Fine, I'll do it."
Him and Dr. Midnight did it.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because Batman's like, "I'm too close to this,"
Mm-hmm.
because he was friends with the pair of them.
Yeah.
But then that is also where Tim Drake's dad gets killed.
Yes.
By Captain Boomerang.
Yep. They both took each other. They took each other out. I think. Right.
And
someone mailed him a gun.
Yeah.
Tim Drake's dad.
Yeah, I forget who mailed him the gun. Oh, it was Jean. It was Jean. It
was Jean because she fucked up and she's still there trying to lie and like, oh my God, I hope you guys find this guy. But it was her.
Yeah.
And they find when going through the autopsy, they find a tiny footstep in her brain. And someone got hold of the Adams stuff and did that. So she went, and all of it because she wanted to get back with Ray Palmer. She wanted to get back with Ray. Can you believe this?
Because I remember reading the issue where Tim Drake's dad died. And again, this goes to Rag's artwork. Tim's on the phone with his dad in the Batmobile.
Yes, and he's trying to get there.
And Batman is speeding as fast as he can, like, not again. All he's saying is not again, not again, not again. It was great writing. They get there and like he goes, and like Batman and Robin, orphans. And you're like, oh.
Yes, yeah. I think he got to blast Captain Boomerang, but the boomerang hit him right in the chest.
In the chest, yeah.
Tim Drake's dad, yeah. So and then that really shocked me.
Yeah.
Rags Morales, that panel with him just getting held by Bruce, and it's like his eyes just like
my dad's
gone. Yeah.
Like,
it shocked the shit out of me. I'm like, oh my God, this is getting crazy. I couldn't wait to the next Wednesday when the next one was coming out. 2 weeks. I'm like, I was there for Identity Crisis, the whole thing.
When Jean finally slips up to Ray and Ray's like, what did you do?
Ray was like, oh.
So I felt so bad. But then, and this is part of the whole Crisis like trilogy, but like everything about that, I was like, okay, how does this go back? But what was really sweet, and it is true because when you do lose someone, you do sometimes talk to them. At the end, Elongated Man.
That was so horrible for him.
Yeah, we're just talking to his wife. He's like, "Yeah, you would not believe what happened." He goes, "I went to eat with Dolly. You went up," and he's talking. You're like, and now, when this came out, I was like in my mid to late 20s, like, oh, that's really sweet. Now, like as a husband, I'm like, oh, that makes 100%. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you would not believe what happened today, and like you're just talking to no one, like, oh. And then right after that, 52 came out. They kill Elongated Man. But they put him back with Sue, and they become like ghost detectives.
That's crazy.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's insane. The whole run with that Identity Crisis was crazy with the villains coming out and them going after them. Well, they were going to get back together, and then he found this out, so all his dreams were crushed. Just like, oh my God, what did you say? Yeah,
exactly. It's one of those things.
And then he just turns back into the Atom. And he goes smaller and smaller and smaller, just runs away crying and just goes to nothing.
Yeah.
He goes like subatomic, and it's like, oh, just for his grief, for like, I was getting ready to get back with her, but this is what she did. All she wanted was attention and to get back with him after the divorce and all that stuff. She caused the death. Well, she caused the brain thing from when she stepped on it, right?
she said it was an accident because
It's an accident.
you find out that Sue was pregnant,
Oh,
right? Sue was pregnant, and you find out that um, she was going to she went subatomic to try and knock her out.
yeah, to knock her out to
But
get
she
them
couldn't.
attention.
Yeah, but she could. Because I remember what happened when that first happened. You came running back to me. She caused an aneurysm,
Yeah,
and you're like, and she was, and she was, but then I had to hide the evidence, so I burned her. And he like,
she burned her. Like what the wow.
but you realize like, and he goes, because they're like, our loved ones' houses are protected by like Thanagarian armor, lantern armor, like cyborg, like every lantern unit,
Kryptonian, all that.
like no one can get in. No one. All right. My next one is actually the first of two Fantastic Four runs by Mark Waid, Mike Wieringo run.
Yep, I remember where Ringo's art and Mark Wade's the man.
I love Mark Waid. I've met him like 4 times now. Just an absolute gem of a person. Ringo's art is like when I think Fantastic Four, I think this.
Kind of
For me,
cartoony, yeah.
yeah, it's like it's cartoony, but there's also a hint of seriousness behind it. Like it's a great run.
Right.
For me, the reason why Wade has always been up there because he is a lover of comic books, but for me, like, and Wade's on your list as well. But like his Fantastic Four, it was the first family. Like it is family. Like no matter what happens, it is the family. That's also the run where we see that Sue was the strongest of the four
Oh yeah.
because Galactus chooses her as his herald,
Yep.
and as for Doom kills the Thing.
Thing.
They go to heaven and meet gods, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. It's hilarious. That whole thing. I mean, that whole run was fantastic. And it's also like, and they show this in the movie too. That the person usually holding Franklin in the movie was Ben.
Yeah.
Like, the giant rock is the rock of the family. In this run, when the kids go trick or treating, it's Ben Grimm. Like, yes, Uncle Ben goes with them. It's that family. It's fantastic. They are the first family, and I remember I've got one of the hardback trades of that run. And one of the reasons why I love it so much. When I broke my leg, my mom went to the comic book shop I went to in Austin, and like bought out my whole box, and that was one of the books. That was the book that was in it. I just read it like over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Ringo.
God, and what's sad is when he passed. I think he was.
Oh, he did. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he passed. He passed like almost 20 years ago now. He had a heart attack, but the dude like ran. Like he just had he had the almost like the same thing that John Ritter had. Like it was just like a tear in the valve.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Another one that was on my list originally, now it's on yours, is Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War. But dude, I love the Infinity War movies, right? But the deaths in the books.
Oh my god.
Like I didn't even like show them all. But like Wolverine getting his bones removed, Cyclops putting like crystal around his eyes so he couldn't breathe. Iron Man getting his head ripped off.
Yep.
Gamora and Namor getting smothered. Thor getting turned into glass and smashed.
Smashes him.
Cap gets his neck broken.
Yes, and I love Ron Lim. I always love Ron Lim's art.
Ron Lim is great. Ron Lim is one of those guys that when I think of Captain America, that's
yes.
Like
it's like you could tell Ron Lim liked George Perez a lot.
Mm-hmm.
With his group shots and his musculature, and it's like I loved Ron Lim stuff.
Because you look at like George Perez here, the line work and the ink, and then you look at Ron Lim here, it's like you could tell that, Lim, well, yeah, George Perez is here. I'm here. I'm gonna.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This was crazy. It's like, okay, and they had all these doppelgangers, right? And then I can't remember how it started, but Infinity Crusade or Infinity Gauntlet came out first. This is
Yeah.
after. This
Yeah.
is like all about the Infinity War was all about the Magus who came back, right?
I
It was
think
like
so.
the dark half of Adam Warlock.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
He was making his play because Thanos was kind of like with the heroes after they got the Infinity Watch to go after him, and then he teamed up with them. But after the Magus made a bunch of doppelgangers to knock out the heroes, and some of them it did happen to, but then they would get infected with the doppelganger who beat them, and they would take their place. And that was like tripping me out. And some of them won, like Spidey won against his doppelganger.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember who lost, but some good ones lost. Like, oh shit, what's going on here? And then when they were in that big meeting, I think Mr. Fantastic is one. Mr. Fantastic lost, and someone else did, and they were at the podium talking to all the other heroes. This is what we got to do, and Wolverine was already like, "Nah, this ain't right. You ain't right, and you ain't right." And they're like, "What?" Like Iron Man lost his, and so did Mr. Fantastic, and then there was like a bomb ready to explode at the podium, and then Daredevil was like, "What? How can Wolverine know something's going on? Is his senses more hyper than mine?" And then you just see Daredevil just concentrate, and the came out, and then he's like, "Get Richards and Iron Man away from the podium." He throws that freaking billy club, boom, right in Mr. Fantastic's neck, and they just start going off. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna hit the Daredevil, and they knew there's those senses, man. They knew what was up, and they just all started going off on each other. Because the doppelgangers came out. It was crazy.
Yeah, I actually have never read Infinity War. I read Gauntlet. Gauntlet's great.
Gauntlet's great. Gauntlet was. I have to like reread it because it came out a while back.
Here's the thing.
But then we're like when the movie started happening.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend go with me to them, and she loved them. She's like, "Damn, you said it was true." I said, "Yeah, we read these stories already. Now they're making them into movies."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, let's see how they do them. Which the book's always better. The book's always better.
It is. It is. It is interesting though that like when you look at, I'd say the 80s, you had a lot of great artists, but also you had great writers who loved writing, and so it was literally you were reading a book. Like another one of your I actually had to I gave it back to my friend. One of your other picks, I was reading. I'm like, man, this is like there's a lot of words in this issue because Marv just loved to like write, and then somehow he was writing and Perez was drawing around it. Which, if you know what I'm talking about, like we'll get to in a second. But holy shit! Like now, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Writing, art, writing, art, cool.
Yeah, and then those two, and they got their personalities right. It was really crazy.
Oh yeah. No, not even no joke. All right. Now we both have some X-Men on ours. My first run is like the Joe Mad. And I think Nicaea was on Uncanny at this time. I just did the Nicaea run. Yeah, I just did Fabian Nicaea. Like both Uncanny and X-Men, right?
Fabian's awesome, yeah. I never knew how to pronounce his freaking name.
I think it's Nicaea, or
I would say Nicieza. Nicieza? I don't know.
What? I've had the chance to meet him, and his line's always insanely long, and I've never been able to. But I need to meet him because I love his artwork. I mean, his writing.
There's a lot of badass Latinos that wrote and drew as back in the days, like, and to this day, it's like, wow, it's so many.
Dude, Humberto Ramos.
Yes. Oh my God.
Dude, I met him at San Diego. Wonderfully nice guy, very quiet but very nice guy. And I was like, dude, I love your work. I was talking to him, and he goes, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate that."
Yeah.
Dude comes up from behind me, goes, "Excuse me," and then goes off in Spanish. And Ramos, boom, gracias, and just I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah, and Delotto was over there in Italy, just
Yep.
doing his pages and sending them into Marvel. Like,
Dude,
oh,
and that's like
he's,
oh he did Wolverine Origins. Shit.
oh my God, Origin, where he with Dog and all that.
Yes, hold on. I'm gonna go into my Wolverine
Oh,
Origins.
yeah. Oh shit, I should open it up too. Oh my
It
gosh,
was
is it another Italian or?
Brazilian.
Oh shit.
He was Brazilian, and damn it, what was his name? Um, because he did. Oh man, I know his
Origin, yeah.
Oh no! Wait, there was Wolverine Origins, which was
Yeah,
which Steve Dillon drew for a bit, but then there was
the Paul Jenkins one.
no, not Paul Jenkins. God damn it! I'm Wolverine artist South American.
Wolverine Origin was Paul Jenkins and Joe Quesada and Bill Jemas.
Mike Deodato.
Oh, Mike Deodato's awesome. Yes.
Mike Deodato is amazing, dude. He does a Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Mike Deodato is badass, and he has a little I don't know if it's a podcast, but he's on Instagram a lot, and he does
Mhm.
he does a lot there, and
Um,
he speaks English and Italian, I think, right? Or
yeah, or
yeah.
I think it's Portuguese.
Portuguese, yes.
Yeah.
Brazil, yeah.
It's Portuguese. But look, this run, like, Joe Mad, I love Joe Mad's artwork, and the fact that he's coming back with Age of Apocalypse again, it's amazing.
Great.
Like, I love it.
I've got that run.
Oh god, yeah. But this run is where we got the formation of Generation X. When we got the Phalanx Covenant, we got what else did he do in this run?
Is this when Marrow and
yeah,
Maggot came out?
yeah, that's but after I'm not
After, okay.
I'm just not a fan of Maggot.
I'm not a fan of either. In the
don't-
game, yeah. In the game, Marrow, yeah, she's badass.
yeah, but like, look, his run with Kubert on X-Men
Kubert.
was both Kuberts were amazing. Like the Fatal Attractions run was
Oh yeah.
series was great. Like this
Oh, yeah.
was learning Sabretooth and Gambit's like relationship from like when Gambit was in New Orleans was great.
The Marauders.
When Wolverine during the wedding of Jean and Scott, where like Storm like creates like the perfect weather.
Yeah.
It was just such a they were just like, when I think of X-Men, like I can go back and read these over and over and over again just because they were so good. Like Executioner's song came out during this time. Like it was just the 90s X-Men was just banger after banger after banger, and it was great, and I loved it.
Yep.
Loved it. Let's see, okay, no, that's my next one. Okay. Your next one, I was talking about it a little bit earlier. It's Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Crisis on Infinite Earths is insane. That's the badass Alex Ross. Yeah, George Perez. Oh,
look at these. Look at these.
Oh, I got them all. I have to read them again. Yeah, man, we lost the Flash. We lost Supergirl.
Yep.
We lost a bunch of Earths. Well, this is just a big freaking story trying to combine, the world with Captain Marvel, Shazam, and this Supergirl and that Batgirl and Earth 2 and all that. Let's all combine them into one now because it's getting too crazy.
Well, because and you're right, because this was 85?
Yeah, it was in the 80s, man. Gosh, I was like 12, 11.
And you had so many, like, you had at the time 40 years of freaking DC, and okay, how do we combine all this into one cohesive
So many
story?
people from so many different places, and it's like, okay, if they're all under let's get them all under the same banner now because they all belong to DC now.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, it's crazy. And are there 12? Is it 12 issue run?
12 issue run. Yep.
Yes. All these covers were insane. I mean, George Perez, I would think it would be so hard. He's like, how many can I put in there? How many can I
Oh,
put in there? I'm gonna put everybody in this. I'm like, yes. And then put
what?
them to action. It's
Oh,
crazy.
there was never a he didn't waste a panel.
Nope.
And like I got to meet him twice, right? Got to meet him twice. Once was in I think it was like 2002, 2003 in Dallas. And I was
Yeah.
waiting to get into Wizard World Dallas. And he walked out and he goes, I can't sign anything yet, but I can sign your program. And he signed everyone's program waiting to get into the con.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
Then I'm waiting in line for Kurt Busiek, and he
Ooh.
comes up and he goes, "Do you have any comic books for me to sign?" I'm like, "Holy shit, you're George Perez." He goes, "I am."
Oh, George is delightful. Oh my god.
Oh, so that's why I got my JLA Avengers signed by both of them
I love that. I picked that one too. I want to pick that one. Part
because
two coming up.
I was in line for Busiek, and George just signed it, and Tony, you can sign a bare
Oh man,
check.
I was gonna type it. Only you, baby.
But I have original artwork from George because I have
Wow.
Avengers 1 I had a blank cover and I got to meet him in Houston and I could not think of who I wanted. I'm like, do I get Cal? Do I get I'm like, you know what?
Oh, for Kurt or what?
For George Perez.
Oh, for George Perez to sign? Oh, Jesus.
No, to draw.
Oh, okay. Oh man, he drew them.
And so I go, oh, and I had like Avengers 1, I go, I need Beast. So I go up to him. I go, Mr. Perez, you're a huge fan. You're a legend. Can I get Beast? And I go, how much is? And he goes, a donation to Hero. I'm like, $40. Boom. Like
There you go.
and he goes, and he's about to start. And he goes, do you mind if I try something? And I go, you're George Perez. You can do whatever the fuck you
You
want.
can do whatever you want, sir.
You can do whatever you want.
Yes, sir. Sir, you can do whatever you want, sir.
And he goes, well, it is your book. I would no, you do what you want. So he draws Beast crawling off the page. It was, dude, I have it packed away, like framed and everything. It was dope as shit, dude.
It's amazing, man.
It's amazing. Loved George.
Oh, rest in peace, George.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Love George. All right. My next pick, it was a great run. I dropped off, I think, halfway in just because I was reading too many books. I'm getting the trade so I can actually finish it.
I'm getting trades. Yep.
The IDW run of Ninja Turtles from like 2010.
All right.
This kind of does go into one of yours as well.
Yeah.
The way that one of your picks ends. Let's see. I think Big is gonna be. I think it might be.
I agree with KJ there.
I think it could be two. This series was great, mainly for the characterizations of everyone, but the fact that they are reincarnated, like it's a beautiful Buddhist book, and the fact that they were humans in feudal Japan. So was the Shredder, and so was Splinter. They were all in feudal Japan, and Saki loved Yoshi's wife. Yoshi said no, but they were all part of the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
And so Saki kills Yoshi's wife, makes them traitors, beheads all four of his kids in front of him, and then kills Yoshi. But before Yoshi dies, he goes, in this life or next, I'll have my revenge. And they come back as the Turtles.
That's crazy.
And so I'm gonna skip. What's up, DJ McFly?
Yo, McFly.
But the reason I'm gonna skip to one of yours, which was great, was because Last Ronin is so at the end of that IDW run, there's actually kind of like a splinter. Like there's two timelines. I think it's kind of how because you get the Last Ronin, where you get like Donatello's death, Splinter's death, Raphael's death. Like Raphael had I think the most vicious death
Insane. Yeah. I was like,
right?
what is going on here? Thank God this is like Elseworlds kind of, you know.
But the artwork at the end is the same as the IDW run.
Oh, real? Oh, wow.
Hint pretty much saying that at the because it does, I think it does flip, because in this one, when Mikey does finally die after taking down the foot,
Yep.
he wakes up and his brother's like, dude, we've been waiting for you.
Wow.
He goes, man, I had the craziest dream, right? So the reason
Dude.
why the reason why I think there's a break, because you had Last Ronin, which was a fantastic story, but at the end of the IDW run, Donatello has to go back in time and start all over again. But when he does, we jump into the new Turtle run,
Yeah.
written by Jason Aaron, and the brothers are splintered and they don't like each other.
Wow.
Great
I haven't
run.
got that one.
Oh, dude, Jason Aaron, like, for me, does no wrong. His Thor run was great. His Wolverine run was great. Everything he touches has been great. That Turtle run, dude, like, when it does come out in trade, buy it, because like Raph is in prison, Donatello's in a cage fighting like ring, Michelangelo is a superstar in Japan. Like, it's bonkers.
They're all out. Yeah. When
Bonkers.
what drew me to the Last Ronin, I'm like, what? Who's dead? Michelangelo's the last one. I'm like, okay, I got to get this because this has tripped me out. And it's just a story. You know, when I get stories like that, I'm like, this isn't continuity. It's because everybody takes from other places and let's grab these heroes and do this with them. I
Yeah.
love that, but don't mess with continuity. They're still alive, right? Yes. Okay. That's
Well,
how I am. That's how I get. I'm like, okay, they're still alive and they're doing their thing, right? Okay, cool. This is just another story. I get all invested in like heartfelt about it.
And the reason why I think this is like the like kind of like a break in like the IDW is because A, it is IDW, but B, it's because it is ongoing. Like,
Yeah.
now it's April O'Neil with her daughter raising 4 new turtles.
Yeah. The daughter. Yep.
So
Crazy,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay. But and reason why I think Last Ronin is a great pick is that first issue, you don't know who the Last Ronin is.
You don't know who it is. And they're internalizing everything and the brothers and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who is this one?
Who? Yeah, because
And it ends up being Mikey, and I'm like, oh, wow, he's the last one. And then he's just full of revenge and stuff, and he still gets beat down. And I'm like, he went after him by himself. I'm like, this is crazy.
like the fact that you don't know who it is until the very last page, where his brother's like, Mikey, dude, what is wrong with you? And you're like, oh,
Yeah,
Mikey's the one that survived.
Yep.
Oh, it's
And
hard.
everybody's gone. They're all gone. I'm like, oh, this sucks. And then I think Casey's still there. April's still there.
Well,
Their
Casey
daughter's there. Oh, Casey died?
Casey died with Leonardo.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But the daughter of them two is there.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Because and like the deaths are the great thing about the deaths, that they're all impactful. Like Raphael, after Splinter gets hurt, goes on a rampage.
Yeah.
And he gets taken up by Shredder's daughter, because they both
Right, one of them
in the head.
Yeah.
And like, and then Leonardo gets taken out with Casey Jones when Baxter Stockman blows up the building.
Yes.
And
I remember that.
And then Donatello gets taken out with Splinter, defending him. You're like, damn it! And
Yeah,
I wasn't there for any of that.
I'm like, this ain't real. This is not real. This is not canon. This is not canon. Come on now.
Tony goes there, not real. It's not real. My turtles
Dude,
are
I've been a fan since Mirage, dude.
Oh yeah.
Since they were preteens and they wore their masks like Zorro. They wore it like a do-rag and it covered their eyes too. And they were like 11, 12, and they were serious as hell in those black and white Mirage comics.
Oh yeah.
They were cussing. They were kicking ass,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. Because also, if you remember in that first issue, they killed the Shredder.
Yeah.
Because no one knew the Shredder was gonna be a popular villain. They're like, oh, we'll just kill him off.
And then the Triceratons came. They went to their planet.
Yep.
I was like, they're gonna get mopped, and you can see how badass the turtles really were.
Oh yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
great. Brain,
Yeah.
Krang, yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh,
Love all that. Love all that shit, dude. I love it. Next pick for me, I have
there you go.
Astonishing X-Men. Look, uh, John Cassidy's artwork was beautiful. I thought I had more artwork of him on here. Cassidy's work was stunning. There's a great, you
It was
had
different. Yeah, it was different.
it was very realistic. You had Kitty Pryde coming back. You had her getting back with Colossus. You had Cyclops being with White Queen and Wolverine not liking that.
Not liking it, and he blew him out of the bedroom.
Yep. There was that thing. There's a great panel where a Sentinel comes to the mansion, and Cyclops says, "I don't have time for this shit." Edwin fall back and just pull off his optic glass, and the whole page is one giant red blast. And then Wolverine going, "There are some times where I go, you know what? That's why you're the leader."
Yeah.
Like Wolverine, yeah. Because this came after, so this run comes after, right after the Grant Morrison, Frank Riley one where they're in the all leather because of the movies.
Yeah.
And Cyclops says, "Okay, back to being superheroes." And Wolverine's like, why?
Right.
Goes, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, no one questions them. They're heroes.
Right. To get back to our costumes, yeah. It's just the leather. And this is when they brought back Colossus and they didn't even know. Kitty was like, what the hell?
Yep. And then because he got taken by another alien race, by Ord, and then they have to go.
Ord, oh my god, yeah. Ord's the one that had Colossus, right?
And then you had just a great, I think it was 26 issues, great run, and I mean it was just perfect, and KJ put it best, like it was like TV.
Yeah,
because Joss Whedon wrote it, because so it was paced like TV.
TV guy, yeah. Buffy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the White Queen, I think Emma and Kitty didn't like each other either,
they still don't
right?
like each other. Oh, they still hate each other.
Yeah.
Because they're in a what is it? Unbreakable X-Men. And because right now the X-Men are broken up into 3 different teams. You have Cyclops and his team in Alaska. You've got Rogue and her squad in New Orleans, and then you've got Kitty and White Queen are in Chicago.
Yep.
And Kitty hates Emma. She's like, you are.
That was some dialogue between them. Boy, it was Kitty was letting her have it. I'm like, oh my god.
And like we said last night on the show on the Talking in Mood, like we need armor, because there's a great I forget what happens where everyone gets made to be afraid, and Logan gets afraid, and Armor brings him a beer.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'm back. All right, I'm sorry. I'm back now.
And this is all where the Danger Room got sentience, right? Yeah.
Yep. And then that was great. That was like KJ makes a great point, because I forgot the first part when she finds him, she puts her hand
on her chest. She's like,
but
I was like, oh, dude, you knew that's how she was supposed to react. You know what I mean?
She's like, but then he runs through her because he
runs through her.
Someone, and she just phases automatically. She's like, what the shit? Yeah. But then it sucked, because at the end of this run is when we lose Kitty.
Yeah.
Because they have that giant bullet get fired at Earth, and she phases the bullet through Earth, but she has to stay on the bullet
all the way through,
and we lose her again. It's like, oh god damn it,
the bullshit. Yeah, I'm like, this sucks.
They speak the bullshit. Yes.
And then this is one where Beast and Wolverine had their big fight too, right?
Mm-hmm. And you see, and again, and I think this kind of set up when Beast and Wolverine had started their differences.
Yeah.
Because you see Beast as a powerhouse fighter that we never see him as.
Yeah, and he let it loose. Yeah.
He let it loose, and then in X-Force, because that run, because Beast went evil evil scientist evil,
Mm-hmm.
and cloned a bunch of Wolverines.
Yep.
And Wolverine's like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
Oh my
Like
God.
you know, and like go back to Secret Wars. Like Nick Fury, if Nick Fury knows not to mess with Wolverine's head,
Oh,
he should know not to mess with Wolverine's body.
yeah. That was
But
insane.
that's what's great is that's how we have the Beast now in the comic books is that he's a clone of Beast from the Wonder Man Beast George Perez run. So
They're best
Stegman
friends, yeah.
draws, yeah. So Stegman draws him like George Perez a little bit. It's really actually really great. Um, this next one is yours, man. I was actually like, I'm like, oh, pleasantly surprised. It's a good book. Earth
Oh
2.
yeah. Earth 2. Earth 2 was crazy. I'm like, and it's Frank Quitely, right? Yeah.
Yep. Grant Morrison, Frank Wiley. Yeah.
Grant Morrison, Frank Quitely, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
then the Earth 2, the crime syndicate. I'm like, okay,
Yep.
let me see what this is about. And it was kind of sketchy in a way, like, oh shit, this is totally reverse because you got Superwoman and Ultraman
Yep.
kind of in a relationship, but they're kind of rocky. And then she's cheating on him with Owlman,
Yep.
and they know he can see. And it's like, this is freaking,
And this is
and,
kinky.
and this is kind of
Dirty.
uncomfortable, ugly. This is like, ugh, it's dirty. But then, oh my God, it's like, I don't know. I can't remember how I love the book, but I can't remember how it starts. And they find Earth, and then,
Lex Luthor from their Earth
oh
finds
yeah, he
Mark,
comes over. That's right.
and then
It's,
Superman sees that his heart's on the other side.
yeah. And then they see his desk is weird. It's a big old oak tree and the computer in the middle. I was like, what is that? Is just weird, like crazy decor, and
Yeah.
it's weird. And he comes over because he traps our Lex Luthor, the
Yes.
bad one, somewhere, right? And he's putting money in all the employees' accounts and go on vacation. He's doing all kinds of good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but he's got some kind of power because Superman grabs him like, Lex Luthor, what are you doing? And then he's like, take your hand off me. And Superman's like, what the shit? And
Yeah.
it's like, look, I'm on your side, but it's like he's got some kind of power.
And
And that's when they still had Wally and Kyle
yeah.
as their Green Lantern and Flash, and I was all about it. And just the perception of he wants and they made a animation film out of it. And like,
Yep.
you need to come over with me and help me in my world. Help me in my world. Well, and Batman's like, we can't spare the staff. Like, hey, Superman's like, we got to go do this because it doesn't just end here. We got to go help. He comes, ask for help. Okay, you go. I'll go. I'll take the vacation. Manhunter and Aquaman, you stay here. So they all go over there and they try to fix stuff, and they get stuff. They start kicking ass, but then it starts backfiring. And it ends up happening that you can't have that. It's supposed to be that way in this world.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of you. And Owlman knew that. And he's like, just wait. We'll get to go to their world and tear shit up, but it's like pointless. So that whole thing, some of those images got me, and I'm really into what these guys can do on paper, how their powers are portrayed. And when I saw that airplane come and they're all from Earth 2, and it was like a Nazi symbol on it or some crazy Ku Klux Klan shit. And I'm like, okay, that's different. That's backwards. So something's going on. And their hearts and all the people were already dead and their hearts were in the wrong place. And then to clean it up, you get to see just how powerful the Manhunter and Superman are.
Mm-hmm.
They're just they're cleaning it up. Superman gets the black box out of it, and you got Superman on one side of this airliner and Manhunter on the other, and they're just crushing it. They're coming closer and closer, and they crush it up into a ball like nothing. And then he gives it to Manhunter. Manhunter just crushing it still, and it's this airliner. And he's, Superman's just looking at the black box with his X-ray vision. This is what happened. I'm like, dude, no one's ever done that before. That's crazy.
The two favorite things in that series for me was actually three, because we got Jessica Cruz as the Green Lantern out of that because she takes their Green Lantern's ring and puts it on, and it's
Oh,
based
Power
on
Ring. Yeah.
the power ring, and it's so based on fear that she almost like crumbles.
Yeah.
But then all the lanterns are like, no, you just take the ring and make it yours. And she became a Great Lantern because she overcame so much fear.
Yeah.
The when Batman gets their Earth 2's Flash to kill himself to wreck
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And Wally's like, you don't want me to die, did you? You liked me. And Batman's like,
Yeah.
we need you. And they're like, no, you.
They had that in the film too.
Yeah.
They're like, well played, sir. You know what I mean?
And he's like, you knew what would happen. He's like, I did. Yeah, I didn't give a shit about you.
And but then in the freaking when we see the evil, when we see Earth 2 Crime Syndicate, they're like, you know, I mean, the Flash needs drugs to be the Flash, and it's like, oh, it's just dark.
Batman has one of the coldest lines in that movie though when he talks to Owlman. He goes, the difference is we both looked into the abyss and you blinked.
Yeah.
And you're like, God damn. Okay.
Is that the one where James Woods is Owlman? Yeah.
Owlman,
oh my God.
Yeah.
So they made that into that film. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's like you can't win, so it doesn't nothing matters.
Nope.
So that's why they had to go back to well, I think who was it? I think it was Ultraman that got a hold of that weird goat-looking Matrix thing, and he was like, "You freed Lex Luthor" or something like that, and all this other shit. And they had to go back to their own. They start, you know, they couldn't win over here. We couldn't win over there.
I have to go back and watch it because like DC for a while, and I kind of wish they'd do this again. They had hardback graphic novels with the DVDs in them.
Oh yeah,
I have like Earth 2, Batman Year 1, something like that, and I got a few of them like that. I'm like, oh, these are really good books. I'm gonna stick with yours because your next pick was really damn good. Inferno.
Yes,
dude, Claremont. It was Claremont and Mark Silvestri, and I think Willis Portacio was in here as well. Like, it's such a great run.
Yeah, dude, Mark Silvestri. That's when I really got into him. It's like it's like rugged, and it's his the physicality of how he puts the bodies together and all the structure of all that. You know, it's Mark Silvestri.
Yeah,
and it was just like back then, the pages were they seem more delicate and all that, and all these demons are involved and what is going on, and it's making their powers weirder and they look different and all that. And that's when they were in their X Factor gear and all that stuff, and they were just fighting demons and stuff. It was crazy. And then one of the issues, you open it up and the big splash page is Logan and Jean just smooching. I'm like, what the frick is going on here?
Well, that turned out to be Madeline, right? Or was it Jean?
I think it was Jean. It was she was in the X Factor costume.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because then the cover of X Factor for the next one was Jean and Wolverine kissing. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first page. I'm like, what the shit is this?
And that's also where we got Goblin Queen.
Yeah, Goblin Queen, and then Havoc.
Yep.
Liked her, and Havoc like, what are you doing, you idiot? And he's like, I'm with her. I'm like, oh God. You know, so the Goblin Queen was taking over. I can't even pronounce. Was it Nastra?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. All these demons from that.
Yep. From Limbo.
Limbo came through, and it was so Sinister was involved, and it was crazy. It was like, damn, how long is this gonna go on? You know, this Inferno freaking, you know, story it was tripped me out, man. It was pretty damn crazy.
And then was it like 2 years ago? They had a mini series where because Spider-Man's Ben Reilly clone lost all his Spider-Man members in his chasm and goes to Limbo, but then he brings demons to Earth, and you find out that Madeline Pryor and Alex were together running Limbo like a business. And it was the funniest shit. It was just funny. She's just like, Alex, can you go handle these demons for just 1 second? He's like, they don't listen to me. And she's like, I will go handle
Right.
this. It's always I always like when they do that shit. But yeah, um, I mean, Claremont is a great X-Men writer.
He's one of the best there ever
one
was
of the
for
best.
X-Men.
I whenever he comes back, it's always kind of like the same things over and over again. So I'm like, I really don't. We already read this before, but
Yeah.
his initial like his 80s run of Uncanny and then his early 90s run of X-Men were just fantastic. We got amazing things out of that. Mine. So I got to interview this writer at San Diego. Fantastic. I'm going to do 3 of his books combined. Robert Kirkman, Astounding Wolfman, Firepower, and Invincible.
I didn't know how big and bad he was till what do you call it? Walking Dead. But then I'm like, Kirkman, he does a lot more than that. You know what I
mean? I need to read Void Rivals. I've heard it's amazing. Spec, told me. I think KJ's read it. Yeah, did like this is amazing. I'm like, okay. He actually jumps on Transformers next month. A wonderfully nice guy, really nice dude. But Wolfman, you can get it in 4 trade paperbacks. It's a great run. He kind of meshes in with Invincible every now and then. But basically, it's a dude that he gets bit by a werewolf, and he realizes that he can change at night at will, but he gets weakened. So he wears a vest that like harnesses moon energy.
Oh shit! Okay, because he doesn't have to change. He doesn't have to change to a wolf in a full moon. He can just
Well, what the thing is that on the full moon, he goes feral, so he has to be restrained. But then you also find out that there are other werewolves who want him to lead the pack and want him to like kind of leave his humanity aside. He's like, no, I've got a daughter, and like they're like abandon her. He's like, no, fuck you, I'm not gonna leave my daughter.
Yeah,
you know. And then with that same as Firepower. Look, Chris Samney, I love his work, whether it's on Black Widow, it was on Captain America, anything he does with Mark Waid is fantastic. Firepower is about a dude that can throw fireballs. Right. Basically, like Kamehameha, that shit. And okay, thank you, DJ. Yeah, I know Void Rivals is dope. I need to read it because I love Kirkman. I love Transformers.
Yep.
It should be an easy thing for me. But the main guy in Firepower, his sensei, like rocks old Air Jordans and Adidas and listens to like Run DMC and LL Cool J. Like, what? Yeah, and it takes place in Japan after like the family goes from Chicago to Japan. Like it's an amazing story. It's only 30 issues.
Yeah.
So if you can get the whole trade, get it, and then of course Invincible, like Ryan Ottley's artwork is fantastic. I loved him on Spider-Man with Nick Spencer. Like I had all the Invincible trades, and I'm just gonna get the omnibuses, but amazing freaking work. And yeah, you cannot go wrong with really anything by Kirkman. You really can't. You really can't.
Right. Yeah. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
He's involved in so much.
I asked him, and you can actually go back. You can go to Geeks of Game and watch the interview. But I talked to Kirkman. I go, where do you see comic books in 2 years? And he goes, man, if I could predict, the future of comic books, I'd be a rich man. I go, yes, because the guy that did The Walking Dead, The Ascending Wolfman, Invincible, or nothing about comic books, and he goes, hey, touche. Throw all my books in my face, because like he's never had a book that really has flopped. I think Outcast was kind of a flop because it was more of like a more of a horror thing.
Right. Still,
it got made into a TV show. So is it a flop? Like shit.
Just getting money left and right.
Well, fuck yeah. And then Invincible is killing it. I did ask, and I asked him, because we were talking about Transformers, and he goes, he goes, anyone our age, because he's our age,
Yeah.
loves Transformers. It's just a fact. Like you love Transformers, like all of us do, right? He goes, and it's one of those things where like, all right, I want to do, but I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't. You know what? If I don't do it now, I'll never do it. Screw it. I won't sleep. I won't sleep, and I'll just write Transformers. Like, okay, fair.
That's Kirkman.
Yeah, exactly. All right, your next one. Great pick. Finally, a Mike Zeck.
Yeah.
Finally, but it's Craven's Last Hunt, man. Like this is a good storyline.
Yeah, it was crazy. I missed it when it was going on. I wasn't into it when it was happening in real life. You know what I mean? I had to go back and
Yeah.
Craven's Last Hunt. I think I flipped through some of the trade paperback and then I got it and I'm like, damn, you know, I didn't want him to die, but he was like done. You know, I'm like, I did this, I conquered him, and he committed suicide, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. And then but him with Spidey and the interactions with both of them, and it's like he's hunting him, and it's, you know, he's that's not the symbiote suit. That's just his black and white version of the suit, you know. And he buried him, and then I say he was done, but he was sick, and he drugged him and all that shit. It's like you didn't really beat him, damn it, but in his mind he did. You know what I mean?
Well, and like they've done this a few times where like, and they've always brought Craven back because Craven is just a great.
He's a great freaking character, man. I mean,
yeah,
he's different. You know what I mean? He's just the hunter. I mean, he's already rich, and he's already, you know, he's just testing himself with this and that, and then he even wanted to be Spider-Man. He put the suit on, and
yeah,
you know, let's see if I can do this better. You know, while he was buried, and I'm like, oh, here he comes, and Mike Zeck artwork is just incredible, dude.
Oh yeah, Zeck.
Yeah, dude. They were back in the days, man. They were on the spinner racks. They were at Walden Books. They were at Circle K, 7-Eleven. You know, I'd go there. That was my comic book store, the freaking convenience store.
Oh yeah,
all the magazines, cartoons, and all the gun magazines, and the car and motorcycle, and they're the comic books right there.
Yep, at the bottom.
75 cents. 75 cents.
I don't regret, because I did love them. I still have a few of them. But in the back when I was in like middle school, I got the Ninja Turtle Adventures because I loved the cartoon, and I skipped over all of these for the Ninja Turtle Adventures, and now I'm going, I should have gotten both. Damn it.
Yep.
But I mean, but also those Ninja Turtle Adventures, while they were drawn cartoonish, they were still kind of dark.
Yeah, I got some of those. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. They look cartoonish, and I'm like, that's why I didn't want them. But then you flip through it, I'm like, holy shit, this is some serious stuff going on in here.
Yeah, like Krang takes over Shredder. Like they have to like remove Krang from Shredder's head.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, I still need the one. I didn't get the wrestlers, but the one, if they did it, it'd be great. The giant cow head, I need that. I need the giant cow head that transported dimensions. I love that.
Yeah, dude.
And then, dude, Kingdom Come.
Yes.
Great.
Mark Waid, Alex Ross.
Great. I love the story. I love the fact that Waid dipped the story into like biblical.
Yep.
To show that these are gods.
Mm-hmm.
Like it. Like this panel right here where he said, like, you know, the heroes, no, they're not heroes, they're gods. Like, I love the fact that Ross drew the Flash as one giant blur.
Yep, one big red blur with a Hermes helmet from Jay Garrick.
Yep. You had that,
and it was Wally West.
Oh, that's right. It was Wally.
It was Wally.
Barry. It was that's right. Because Barry was dead.
It was Wally. Yeah.
That's right.
It's just crazy. It's just like after, you know, Magog did what he did, and everybody wanted the anti-heroes. Superman just quit. He said, "You know what? I can't go up. You know, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna go back to Kansas."
Well, it was that, and it was the Joker killing the Daily Planet.
Yeah. Yep.
Gassing everyone. Yeah. which and then like him like with a huge ass hoe, which is like dragging it across the entire Kansas plain.
He was farming, like
And
making it like easy. He was
yeah,
lifting a big old tractor with one arm, just walking. Yeah.
the, there and I couldn't for some reason like Google I couldn't find it, but the scene where they drop the atom bomb and
Oh,
vaporize everyone was great. Um, but
Superman's just there all it's all white and he just
yep.
yeah.
Um,
He wasn't hurting or nothing. He was just like everybody else is gone. You know, everybody's a
yeah,
freaking skeleton. Yeah.
yeah.
That's when they opened. Yeah, they bombed him, and Shazam went up there. Well, he turned him. He finally turned him. He said, "Hey," because he was a puppet of
Yep,
Luthor, and he grew up to be exactly what he looks like when Billy Batson turned into him.
yep,
Billy Batson already turned up to be him. You know, and he's got that all there. And with Alex Ross's artwork, he bases them on real people. He has real
yep.
models who he models them after. And this was one of my first introductions to Alex Ross. I'm like, holy crap, it's all painted. It's all watercolor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he had all the aging heroes come to back up Superman. And it was a trip, dude. It was really crazy. And that's the only one. And you know what? I have the audio. I have the cassette tape with all the it'll read it to you. It has all the sound
Oh,
effects to
really?
it. Yeah, it is really cool. I made sure I saved it. I said I might not have anything to play it on anymore, but I could get some. I can get a tape deck or something. But I'm saving this. But yeah, it's 2 tape decks. It's like I remember those old read along books. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has this one in there. The sound effects are pretty dope. But yeah, they came back and um he he detonated that bomb before it hit and still killed a lot of heroes and villains. It was crazy.
No, it
But yeah,
was.
this was big time.
This was great. And then of course at the end when like that the planet Krypton
Yeah,
and
Planet Krypton.
Clark and Diana are like, we have something to tell you. And Bruce is like,
You're pregnant.
they're like, how? And like there's a scene where like they're like, how? And Bruce is just like, come on.
Yeah, you've gained a little bit of weight. You know.
Like for a goddess, you gain some weight, and for
Yeah, you're flawless.
you're for damn near immortal, you have gray hair now. Like, come on. Like
Oh,
it was just great. It was like you're sweating, you don't sweat, you're Superman.
yeah, it's like what's going on here? Yeah, he had the exoskeleton on
Oh, I love
over
that.
his suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's what's gonna happen. I mean, you look, this is where it's going to. I mean, Corn Sweat already has the emblem of
Mhm.
Kingdom Come on his chest. It's like,
Yeah.
here we go. Here's foreshadowing big time.
Yeah.
And no, but this book was insane. I'm like, oh my god, I got to check the story out. And Superman comes back and just tears it up, and everybody's following him, and they're like, you not submit, but either you come with me because we're going after all these so-called anti-heroes that are around. So it was a trip.
It's great. Yeah, it's fantastic. And then let's see. Let me see here before. Let me remove this real quick. Make sure that was the last one. Okay, so the reason I saved mine for last was because mine is the original. For me, the original like great run. It was 112 issues.
Holy crap! Oh
Fantastic
wow!
Four.
Woo! The family, first family.
The first family. Now, when you look and look, it is insane when you look at like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Like when you look at their run in X-Men, or like Lee and Ditko with Spider-Man.
Yep.
Like Stan Lee and Ditko's like first 12 issues of Spider-Man, you got almost all of his villains right
Yeah.
there. Boom, boom, boom. Like, holy shit. Fantastic Four, for the first like 50 issues, it's the Fantastic Four. It's Doctor Doom. It's Black Panther. It's Silver Surfer. It's Galactus. It's the
Introduce
Inhumans.
everybody.
You're like, who don't you have in this? It's like, Jesus.
Yep. It just keeps going.
And it is funny Because Lee was like, doing my thesis on this. He was like, I wanted, I wanted Invisible Girl to be like, a woman who stood on her own. And you're like, yeah, but you didn't. Like, thing
Yep.
is, like, Ben Grimm's kind of a dick, and you're like, okay, he's a gruff personality, okay, um, but like, the great thing um, was that, and it does suck because Kirby was not a dude you wanted to fuck with.
Yeah.
Like, because I just read, like, again, and I love reading the story. Like, he was working late one night, or right before World War II. Like, they just dropped Captain America, and Captain America's like, and Kirby's very outspoken against what's happening over there, and he gets a phone call one night, and it's like gangsters who are like Nazi sympathizers, and they're like, you better shut your mouth about talking bad about Hitler, and he goes, where are you? He goes, hold on. He goes downstairs, and the phone's. He's like, and he yelled, like, I'm here, right? He did that twice. Once to Nazi sympathizers and once to the mob. But when he went to the mob, when he went down to meet the mob, he had a gun on him. Like that, like
Kirby.
Kirby went down in a towel and a gun. Like, this is not a dude like, this is not a dude you fucked with, right? Like, it's great. So when he created Black Panther, he wanted Black Panther to have his mouth open so that you could see he was a black man.
Yeah, yeah.
And Marvel said, no. He's like, all right, fine. I'll make him. He's like, he will still be black.
Yeah,
That
he's
is
still
not
gonna be black.
changing anything.
That's
So
it.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
like, Kirby was that dude, right? And so, like, when you read his Fantastic Four, it is very like, oh no, like, this is Kirby, right? Which I did love in the Fantastic Four movie. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The woman that Ben Grimm like kind of falls for, I think
The
her name
teacher?
yeah, I think her name is Rachel. I think.
Might be.
But the reason why it's not Alicia was because
That's what I was always wondering.
Shankman, if you the Earth that they're in is 828.
Yeah. Oh, it's right.
It's Kirby's birthday. The woman that he falls in love with was named after Kirby's wife.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is very much like Kirby, like, this is a Kirby world, and we're just living in it.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
I remember he
right?
did all the art. He did so many things, but I remember he did the art for the Superpowers comic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And his New Gods and all that.
Oh, his work on the New Gods, Jimmy Olsen, his
All his crazy artwork. It's like so dated now, but it's like, that's Kirby. That's Kirby.
Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. Kirby, to me, is a lot like early John Romita Jr.
Yeah.
Is that when you're younger, you don't appreciate it. You're like, oh, that's cool, but when you get old, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Right, I get it. Like like I said last night on the show, and I'll stand by it. Like, Alan Davis and Frank Whiteley, I've never liked their art.
Not too much, yeah.
But you find me better storytellers, and I will pay you money, because the way they tell stories through their art is stunning. Like, Alan Davis was on a run in on Avengers, and I remember, like, because like Thor and the Avengers were like on the outs, and Thor went to go. Well, first off, the armor's gonna go in and attack Thor, and Cap gets there, and they're like, Cap yells, "Stand down!" And
Yeah.
the whole army just like stops. Like, no, it's Cap. We're not doing this. No. He goes up. Thor goes to hit Iron Man, and Cap puts his shield up, and it hits, and it dents it. Doesn't break, but it dents it.
Yeah.
And Thor, like, the look on Thor's face is like, oh shit, I just swung on my friend.
Yep.
And it was this really great. Oh no, like Alan Davis, Frank Whiteley, like Kirby. It is one of those types of art, that art style that you're like, do I want it in every book? No, but when I see it, can I appreciate and love it? Fuck yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's like Pollock. It's a Jackson Pollock, right?
Yeah, it's Kirby, so it's like, hey,
Yeah. Like I've got actually I have where I think I have it in Austin right now. But I have this thing where I like getting Daredevil comic books with first appearances on it. Like so I have like the first Spider-Man on it, right?
yeah,
I've got one where like it's a Jack Kirby Daredevil and he's boxing with Captain America. So I've got Luke Cage Power Fist. I got Wolverine. Like Wolverine. Who is this? Like on Daredevil. It's like I've got all
yeah.
those. But like you just like these like clunky hand like these like giant like meat
Clunky,
fingers.
and then the inking lines are like skinny fat, and all like all over the place. Like,
Just like this fat thing of being like meh.
yeah,
Because then you look at it, you're like shit, man. You can imagine him with a cigar, like drawing. Oh,
oh yeah,
before we go, you'll love this. So, I was at the Todd McFarlane panel at San Diego, and he was talking about because someone asked him like what like his most like one of his most valuable pieces is,
yeah.
and he goes, I got artwork from Jack Kirby. One of my first inking jobs was Jack Kirby. I'm thinking, holy shit. Well, once you ink it, you have to erase the pencils.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right.
And he goes, I can't erase Jack Kirby pencils. It's Jack Kirby. And he goes, so
Jack Kirby.
so he goes, so I erase it, and I take the erasings and put it in a bag. I'm like, this is Jack Kirby, right? And so
Oh,
he tells Jack, he goes, hey, I'm so sorry I had to erase your art. And Jack goes, well, you're the inker. You're supposed to do that. Because I just feel bad.
yeah. He didn't care. He's like, nope, you're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to. This would be amazing. He goes, about 2 months later, I get this like envelope in the mail. I'm like, what is this? And it was the original drawing done again by Kirby. Great inks. Thank you, Jack Kirby.
Damn.
Like, God damn it. Damn it.
That's crazy.
Look, if KJ does this, because Christopher Lee needs a biopic.
Yeah, he does.
Because when you read everything that he has done, like he was from what everyone has gathered, he might have been like the initial idea for James Bond. Because he was a spy.
Yeah.
Like holy shit.
Yep.
I mean, he knew Tolkien. He was friends with him, like Jesus.
Damn.
Like we've talked about the fact that on Lord of the Rings, he told Peter Jackson, "That's not how a man sounds when he's stabbed in the back." And Peter goes, "How do you know?" And he's like, "I know." He's like, "Oh shit!"
I remember that.
He's like, "Oh shit." There's also because it was never, I don't think it was confirmed, but the people like have said no, he was the hangman at the Nuremberg trials. Like heavy metal album, he did Dracula, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. His handle in Star Wars, it's curved, right?
Yeah, it's curved.
Do you know
The
why?
only
though?
one.
Do you know why though?
I read it, but I can't remember. That's just, I can't remember, but I did read it. Why his was like that? He asked it for it to be that way.
Because he can trace his lineage back to King Charlemagne, and Charlemagne's sword handle was curved so that he could fight like that.
Yeah,
dude, the fact that he can trace his lineage back to Charlemagne.
it's crazy. He was born in 1922. That's crazy.
How has this movie not been made yet?
Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff in his past that oh my god, it's insane. Christopher Lee.
Like the fact that, like him and oh shit, who wrote Bond? God, KJ, help me here.
Ian Fleming.
I mean,
Ian
Fleming.
Fleming.
Because Fleming and him were friends. Like he wrote Bond after both of them. Like Jesus.
With him in mind.
Yeah, like oh my god, this is insane. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's insane. I love history like that.
Yep.
It's amazing. Okay, so that is episode 6. Kind of celebrating some of our favorite runs. I was like, oh man, if I keep doing all my runs, this is gonna be like a 3-hour show. So I'm like, we'll do it.
Yeah, that's why I thought this is gonna be maybe a part 2, part 3, because there's so much. There's the Claremont Miller run on Wolverine. It's a trade
Oh, yeah.
paperback. There's all kinds. There's Born Again. There's more DC stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
there's some great Superman runs, some Batman run that are like
one of my Punisher runs in there with Mike Zeck actually not just drawing the cover, but drawing the whole
artwork.
comic.
Oh yeah,
when he was in prison and all that. Oh man,
yes.
There's a ton of shit. There's a shit ton more. I mean, but don't get me talking about Secret War. I love that freaking Bendis run. Bendis title.
Bendis's run on New Avengers. Bendis's run on Avengers.
Avengers amazing. Yeah.
Fucking Daredevil. It's like holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, who just Chip Zdarsky's run on Daredevil? Like Daredevil had some. Kevin Smith's run on Daredevil was
he had some badass. Daredevil's more badass than people know. It's just
exactly.
so much to him.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But buddy, let everyone know where they can find you.
Yeah, man, Tony's _figs on Instagram, Tony's Figs on YouTube, and there's Tony's Figs on Facebook. Yeah, I'm having fun doing more customs more often. I just did one, the Resolute Duke I did for Same Time Toys. There's a story behind that. Same Time Toys, Shane, he's got the story and he's showcasing it on Same Time Toys YouTube. I just sent him the recipe for it. I didn't get to him on time before his video, so he's gonna probably come out with another one showing you what he did with it, because I just boxed it up after I did it and sent it to him, because there's a story going along with that. He gifted me the 3 3/4 inch Resolute Duke at Joe Fest. I said, you didn't have to do that, bro. That's dope. I'm gonna make you a custom, and I didn't get to it for the longest time, and I finally got one out to him, and he loves it. So I love doing that. It made me feel real good.
Good.
And then what else? I made the Flash on my Instagram. I haven't a lot of stuff I do. I'll put on Instagram real fast because there's just pictures and words. But then on Facebook, I'll go through all the groups that encompass Joe Customs and G.I. Joe, and then some Marvel Legends and all that other stuff. So yeah, man, it's cool. And then on Geeks Geeks Have Games sometimes when we do this stuff, when he invites me on. And then Toy Kind of Mood. And you can see me on Circle of Jerks on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Kind of Mood on Wednesdays.
Dude, like it.
All over the place.
Huh?
I'm all over the place.
Dude, like, and I think like next week I might start helping on my company's YouTube channel. So I might be on there. And I got Toy Kind of Mood on Wednesday, and then like this whenever I can like squeeze it in. Let's see here. Yes.
Lieutenant was cool. I have a couple of those.
Dwayne McDuffie. Yes.
McDuffie
was amazing. Yes.
McDuffie did a bunch with JLA, right? He did a bunch with Justice League.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the cartoon.
Yeah, him and Dennis Cohen. Cohen?
Yep.
Static Shock. Yeah. Ugh.
Oh yeah. I got some McFarlane runs. Yeah, well, there'll definitely be a part 2, people.
Don't worry.
Me and Bobby will get together on that. Hell yeah.
We'll eventually get to it. Which is funny because I'm wearing a Batman shirt. I had no Batman.
I had no Batman. I love the KG Beast run. I loved Hush. It's just a bunch of stuff.
Fuck. One of my favorite runs, Tom Taylor's Nightwing. I'm like, God damn it. Okay, we have to do
Yeah.
I know. Okay. As always, you can find me either at a Toy Kind of Mood, where I'm probably driving Travis insane from all my tangents. I love it because you're like, okay, like wait, no,
shut the fuck up.
Hold on, Travis. Hold on. You can find me here on TikTok and Instagram at Geeks Have Game. And remember, it costs nothing to be nice to get to each other.
Yes.
And let's find this. And remember, the 3 little words that everyone loves to hear, and my wife's gonna hate it. GHG. Yeah.